Now we will learn about some tricks of mathematics, especially in division, when you are trying to figure out if a number is completely divisible by any particular number or not. We do have rules for these numbers only. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. These are the numbers, single-digit numbers, that do have rules. So, the rule of 2. If you look at a number, any number, for the rule of 2, only check the last digit. If the last digit is an odd number, it will not be divisible by 2. If the last digit is an even number, then it will be divisible by 2. Doesn't matter how big of a number it is. It could be 24 digits long number. If the last digit, the rightmost digit, is an odd number, the number will not be divisible by 2. If it is an even number, then it will be divisible by 2. So that's the rule of thumb for number 2. Now for number 3. In order for a number to be completely divisible by number 3, all you need to do is add all the digits together of a number. So let's say we know that the number 27 is divisible by 3 because it's 3 times 9, 27. Okay, now let's add these digits together. 2 plus 7 equals to 9. Now, is 9 completely divisible by 3? Yes. So will be the number 27. Let's have a look at another number. 108. Now what are the digits? 1 plus 0 plus 8. That is 9. So since the sum of the digits is divisible by 3, so the number will also be divisible by 3. Let's check. As you can see, that 36 times 3 is 108. So 108 is completely divisible by 3. So this is the rule of 3. Now, let's look at the rule of 9, because the rule of 9 and the rule of 3 are exactly the same. That's why I'm jumping to number 9. The rule of 9 is the same. You add all the digits together. If the sum of the digits is divisible by 9, then the whole number will be divisible by 9. For example, if you look at the number 18, so it's 1 plus 8. That's 9, and the number 18 is divisible by 9. Okay, let's have a look at another number, 45, which is 9 times 5. 4 plus 5 equals 9. So the number is also divisible by 9. Okay, let's have a look at another number here. 108. That's 1 plus 0 plus 8. That is 9. And that's basically what you have when you multiply 12 times 9. You get 108. On the contrary, if you look at the number 217, now what do you come up with? 2 plus 1 plus 7. And that gives you 10. Since the 10 is not divisible by 9, the number will not be divisible by 9. Let's check. 217 divided by 9. 217 divided by 9. So we made the case that this will not be divisible by 9. So we must have a remainder. So, as you can see, there was a remainder, and that remainder was 1. Now, let's look at another trick here. 217. 2 plus 1 plus 7. The sum was 10. What is the difference between the sum and 9? The difference between the sum and the 9 is of 1. And notice, that's exactly what your remainder came out to. So that's a rule of 9. Now, let's have a look at 5. We're going to then come to 4 and 8 and then 6. 5. Rule is very simple. If the number ends in 5 or the number ends in 0, the number will be divisible by 5. Doesn't matter how large of a number it is. If the number ends in 0, if the rightmost whole number digit is 0 or 5, the number will be completely divisible by 5. Okay, let's have a look at the 4 rule. The 4 rule is that if you look at any number, let's say 118, you look at the last 2 digits. If the last two digits are completely divisible by 4, the number will be completely divisible by 4. So look at this, 18. It's not divisible by 4, so this number should not be divisible by 4. Let's have a look at another number, 116. The last two digits are divisible by 4, so the whole number should be divisible by 4. Let's do a little check here. So 118 divided by 4. As you can see, there was a remainder of 2. And the remainder of 2 is because this didn't go completely in 118. Now let's try 116. And as you can see, that it is completely divisible by 4 because the last two digits were completely divisible by 4. So this is just a little quick check for you to see if the number is divisible by a certain number or not. So, we're done with the rule of 2, we're done with the rule of 3, we're done with the rule of 4, 5, and 9. 8 is left and 6 is left. For 7, we don't really have a rule. Okay, for 8, the rule is you check the last 3 digits. If the last 3 digits are completely divisible by 8, so the number will be completely divisible by 8. Let's say if the number is this large, 2, 1, 6, 1, 9. Okay? Now, of course, the number ends in an odd number, so the highly likely possibility is it's not divisible by 8, because 8 is a factor of 2 to the power of 3. So let's change this now to an even number, 620. Let's take the last 3 digits, 620. 620, and let's divide it by 8. So 8 times 7 is the closest to 62, because 8 times 8 becomes 64. So we have 60 as a remainder. 8 times 8 is 64. 8 times 7 is 56. So again, 756. So 4 as a remainder. So since the last 3 digits didn't completely go in 8, so this whole number will not going to go in 8. Let's have a look at this. Let's change this number to 624. Now let's have a look at it. 624. So 8 times 7 is 56. We have 6 as a remainder. Bring 4 down. 8 times 8 is 64. And here you go. That the number is completely divisible by 8, the last 3 digits. So this whole number should be completely divisible by 8. Let's check. So as you can see over here, that the number is completely divisible by 8. Now, 8 is also off the hook. Now let's look at number 6. The rule of 6 is very easy. If the number is completely divisible by 2 as well as 3, the number will be completely divisible by 6. Why is that? Why is that? Because the rule is, what is 6? It is 2 times 3. It is the product of 2 and 3. Therefore, it has to be divisible by both 2 and 3. Let's have a look at the number 12. 12 is an even number, divisible by 2 as well as 3, so it's divisible by 6. Let's have a look at 15. 15 is an odd number, not divisible by 2, only divisible by 3, therefore not divisible by 6. Okay, let's have a look at a number, 72, even number, divisible by 2 because it's an even number. Now it's a big number. Do I know if it's divisible by 3 or not? Apply the same rule. 7 plus 2, 9. Oh, the sum of the digits is 9. 9 is divisible by 3, so the number should be divisible by 3. And we also know through the tables, multiplication tables, that 6 times 12 is 72. So that's how you can check to see real quick if a number is completely divisible by any of these numbers in this list.